What's up, guys? Let's see. Is my audio working? Mic check, check, check. Everything seems to be looking just fine. I'm back in the saddle. Welcome, David. How's it going? Wow.
Pretty good, man. How are you doing?
Whew. I gotta tell you, I felt like totally dog shit when I arrived.
You sound better.
I sound a lot better. I had
Yeah.
a bit of a pick me up, but when I landed, because I lost my voice, right? I had some
Yeah.
kind of a tension in the throat, and you know how when you're at the high altitude and when you're landing, your ears kind of pop.
Yeah.
I couldn't make them pop.
Oh, that's the worst.
Dude, I was dying. I had to go online and go on YouTube, like how to pop your ears. They said so, like they're like number one trick, you have to yawn, like
Yeah.
when you
It's like
yawn, and it
yeah.
helped a little bit. Honestly, if I didn't do the trick, it would have killed me. I was nauseous. So anyway, so I arrived home, took some what's it called, Nyquil,
Yeah.
and that helped kind of release the pressure. So now I'm feeling okay. I thought I actually had COVID. That's how bad I felt.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I thought maybe I did get COVID. What?
Yeah.
We can't be feeling this bad. But yeah, I'm back. Although I have to be very, very careful not to frick up my voice again. But hey, man, it's all good. It's time to start planning the Philly trip. Yeah, baby.
Absolutely. Now that you're back, on to the next one, right? But thanks for Snap. Thanks, man. That's a great comment. And hello to Kevin. I guess it's Kev.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
The Kevin from
Yeah.
the city. Actually, I'm gonna go with him to the IWC boutique.
Nice. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm gonna try to have him intern for timwrite.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Marcelo, welcome to the show, man.
The Philly thing's gonna be
Yeah, I couldn't connect the other one, so I could connect only this. It's okay.
Hopefully you're doing okay.
is it okay to do this from a hotel room? Should I go into the bathroom, or do you want me to stay in?
Well, if
I don't know
Marcelo's
how
here,
that works.
it would be a sign of respect. It would be a sign of respect to
Move
do
it
it
to the
from
Sign
the
of
bathroom.
bathroom.
respect,
Yeah,
respect.
it's but
669.
669. Marcelo's killing it, man.
Nice.
I, you know what? I should be
Did you
learning from
subscribe?
this guy.
Did you subscribe?
Of course he did.
Come on, subscribe. It's going to be 670.
670. Guys, make sure you're subscribed. Okay, Marcelo is killing it on YouTube. I'm gonna be taking YouTube lessons from him. Forget about Casey Neistat. Marcelo time. Let's see here. We got James the advisor. Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, there you go. You never know what's gonna happen here.
LA
We got
meth witch. Nice.
badge guitar. Guys, David, thank you for hopping on. There's a few watches that came out that I would love to talk about with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got René de la Ponce, Scotch and Soda. Ian, welcome to the show. JB. We got Joe Kramer, Timmy the Dank Train. Welcome to the show. Mike from Bezels and Bezels. Hey, I hope Three Hander is enjoying the wrench. I think he's got like another 3 hours of it left. Hey man, don't let the power get to your head. Some people, it changes people, man. The wrench, it changes people, guys. LA Meth Witch, please.
Oh, yeah.
Bathroom, please,
Oh, yeah.
David. Yeah. Got Kevin.
Did I get a
Marcelo.
ranger?
Huh?
Do I have a range to your channel? I don't.
No, you don't have the wrench to my channel. Come on, man. Let's be realistic here. I'm helping you out, not you're helping me out. Oh, first, David, again,
Yeah.
congratulations on the Pepsi.
Yeah, I wore it all day today. I had to go back to the Cartier.
Yeah, yeah. What
Mm,
was the power was getting to your head? You know, Pepsi also changes people.
mm.
It did. It changed me. I was walking around all day today, just like feeling better than it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just I like to match my watches to whatever I'm wearing. So this doesn't really suit the Pepsi, so I went with the
Yeah,
Going
Cartier.
to make a coffee.
yeah. Okay, Marcelo, go make a coffee. Very cool. Very cool. You know, I uh, I actually when the Pepsi first came out, I was invited to Rolex to go see it in person. It didn't have a movement in it. Back then.
Yeah,
They had a bit. That's when I got the candy, the Rolex candy. Remember I was talking about yesterday about the Rolex candy that I tried to sell on eBay
yeah.
for $500, and I got a notice from eBay. So it was at that party that I got the candy, and when I saw the Pepsi, my God, I fell in love with it.
It's
I
pretty great. Yeah,
Yeah, I got on the wait list. They told me to fuck off. Yeah, for 1 year they were like, dude,
yeah,
yeah, we'll let you see it.
yeah. That's enough.
Enjoy. Yeah, like what? Come on, man. So and then a year after, a whole year, then they let me to get on the wait list. So
Nice.
by the way, let's see that Cartier Santos that you're wearing.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, very nice.
yeah.
Very. Oh, man, I see. That's the Cartier that I would want. If I was like, if let's say my relationship with my idea was Gonzers, right?
Yeah.
Then and people say, when are you gonna start buying other non Rolex pieces? And I'll be like, yeah, you know, I will buy, but like, I had a chance to get a Rolex Steel Sports, then kind of makes no sense to go into other stuff. And I'm very. By the way, that trip to California, financial disaster, financial ruin. I'm gonna be working for 2 weeks to pay off those
Yeah.
credit card bills. Damn, that was expensive.
California is not. Yeah, it's always expensive to go out. I
Yeah.
mean, anytime I go to Napa, it's like I got to write off a couple. Well, if we want to talk about it, it's expensive.
Oh,
But
but
yeah. Oh, speaking of the Pepsi, I don't usually watch producer Michael videos because I just don't.
yeah, it's oof.
Um, it's a little hard to get through some of them. So, but
Yeah.
nice guy, but I just it's not for
Very
me.
nice guy. I hope
Yeah,
to meet the guy sometime.
yeah.
You
I'd
know,
love to.
I
I'd
saw
love to
Peter
meet.
Marco,
Okay.
his jeweler,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. 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 I saw
Yeah.
the pictures. Yeah, but
Unfortunately,
he.
I didn't stream my interaction with him, but
Yeah.
man, he took pictures. And then later, you know, we went back. Me and Chris went back to see Peter Marco again. It was closed, and like there's no one there, just Peter Marco sitting in the office. And Chris knocks on the door like, hey, come here. He
Yeah.
took off his sleeve like, look, I'm not gonna rob you. I'm not here to rob you.
Not gonna rob you. That's great.
Oh, so he came out, opened the door. I snapped a picture of them. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Bahrain watch collector, $10. Show us your Cartier Roadster, David.
If you still have a picture, you
I
could show them. I
I
don't.
have a picture.
I'm at a hotel right now, so I don't have my whole. I just have the Pepsi and the Santos with me, so
Mm.
I don't have that one. I
Oh, you're
apologize.
traveling.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up.
But yeah, so while you're doing that,
So you producer Michael, yeah?
producer Michael, his video came up on my algorithm for YouTube because it said cheapest Pepsi on the market.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, I got to watch this now, right? And he goes into this brand new boutique in Beverly Hills, wherever it is,
Mhm.
and all they have is like all the hype pieces, and it's a brand new boutique, so they're trying to get people in.
Yeah.
So they had a brand new stickered Pepsi there. They're not an AD, so this is a pre-owned, brand new, whatever. You
Yeah,
want to call
yeah.
it.
Gray
And,
market, gray market.
Gray market, and he's like, this is the cheapest price you'll get, and he's like, I think he said like 19,800 for it or something like that.
19,800. That's great.
It's
Like,
a great. I mean, I'm sure it's
yeah.
snatched up and gone by now, but I was just
Yeah.
thinking, man, that is cheap, except for I didn't pay anywhere close to
Oh
that.
yeah, I know. That's nowhere close to the retail price.
No, but it's
But
just yeah,
you,
the tagline cheapest cart or cheapest Pepsi on the market, and I was like,
you should
okay,
have been on the gray market, on the gray market.
yeah, on the gray market, right?
It's a bit of a It's a bit of a misadvertisement. Okay, I got the picture here. Here we go.
There you go. That's my
Check
roadster.
it out. Look at that. Cartier Roadster.
Still love that dial. That thing's
This thing is so freaking sexy. The curves. And look
it's
at how it's reflecting the light in the background.
they did a great. I can't wait. I have to believe they're going to re-release that in a new model at some point in time. They have to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just such a because they re-released what was that the Pasha, right? They
Yeah, yeah.
redid the Pasha ground up. Uh so it's just a matter of time when they redo the Roadster.
I
It's
think
just
so too.
yeah, it's such a look at that. Such a sexy piece.
I agree.
And wow, Bahrain watch collector, another $20 super chat. I wish Cartier would bring back the Roadster.
They will. I really believe they will. Tim
Oh
is
man,
saving the new bounce on.
dude, this is very. I was pleasantly surprised because it's not like a piece that on people's radar. People don't talk about this watch. Like the Roadster. Actually, the only person that I've ever heard of talking about the Roadster was Archie Luxury, and he was
Archie,
saying
yeah,
like, right in the
yeah,
early days, he said he had one,
yeah,
and now it's like they're gone. So
yeah,
they
yeah. I
yeah they
mean, they're going for pretty. When I got that one, I mean, I didn't pay anywhere near what they're going now. I mean, they're going for box and papers with a nice polish on them. I mean, they're all polished by now because I think they stopped making them. I don't know, 15 years ago.
yeah
But like almost seven if you're if in good condition for that
wow
dial. I mean, and yeah, I wasn't anywhere near that when I got it. But
because there are Pasha enthusiasts like people who have Pasha they really like sorry the Roadster
yeah,
like there's enthusiasts that have them, and I sometimes I see one because it's a
yeah,
really like noticeable design. You can see this way if you know what a Roadster is. You can see it kind of from far away,
yeah.
and I always go like, it's got the Roadster, nice.
And it was actually one of the watches worn by the nephew in The Sopranos. He wore a bunch of Cartier watches, and not this model. He didn't have a chronograph, but it was I forget the non chronograph one, but yeah,
Hmm.
he wore that one, and I think a Pasha too. But anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
REG Tim, is David the new bounce off regular host? I don't know. We're gonna try to make him. He's got the
I'm
time. He's traveling. That's why he's not in the gym. That's the
I,
only reason he's able to join us here.
I join when I can, as long as people don't get annoyed with me. I
Yeah.
like coming on and talking watches. It's yeah, I,
No, we love you,
sure.
man. We love as always welcome on the show. Always welcome on the show. And if anyone else wants to join us, just gonna drop the link. Got Marcelo there getting ready. Just really quickly here, we have a message from Badge Guitar, member for 3 months. I really like the Cartier Asymmetrique. Asymmetrique is expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that thing is just next level. They charge like it's like the 10. I don't know who came up with the price for Asymmetrique, but man, they just made that price to just to make it expensive. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's just like anything. It's worth what people are willing to pay, and
Yeah,
there's a market for it. They're going to charge it. Cartier has an entire team of people working on that stuff, So
yeah.
who knows how they come up with this stuff?
They're just charging people for, you know, for just for a markup, design markup. Just like the Cartier Crash, the Crash has exploded. I mean, there's
It's
people.
unbelievable. The
I've
legend.
seen some pictures of like it was some rapper and he had like whole wolf box or something with like 8 or 10 of the crashes.
10 of them.
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
I didn't even know there was 10 of them out there.
Apparently they dropped like one in the wild in a super like in secret, and they all fetch crazy over retail prices.
Yeah, I know Kanye had one. Yeah, the blue dial is hard to find. Style collector. Yeah.
Style collector, $5. Roadster with blue dial is hard to find. I was. Ooh, I'm not supposed to say this, but there is someone who's getting a Cartier Santos with the blue dial. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be yeah. We're gonna have an unboxing soon.
nice.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, they just I've been checking because David SW just got a bunch of new old stock, however you want to call it, and he had a Pepsi, and I think he had it listed at 27, but he also just got in a Cartier, the mid-size one, and he's listing that for over retail already.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, that's okay, sure.
It's
Yeah, batch
wild.
guitar, I wouldn't either.
Wild. Yeah, 30K for asymmetric. I would rather go for just your simple uh Louis Louis de Cartier. Cuz that's like 15. But I understand Louis de Cartier. And it's like that's around the price where most of the dress watches, kind of introductory level dress watches are
Yeah,
uh centered around, you know. The Historiques, you uh got the few Vacherons, Breguets start, you know, the three-hand Breguets, they start around that price. So, exactly. Snap, I love the uncomplicated, crisp, clean watch David has very fresh and
wow,
stunning.
thank you,
Yeah.
appreciate that. That's very nice.
And three-hander says Marcelo hasn't even taken an hour off. Yeah, someone was taking it. Oh, yeah, I see it. Mathis is saying Tim doesn't even take a day off. Back in action. The three-hander's like, man, Marcelo doesn't even take an hour off. The guy is a machine. Mr. Perpetual uses 10 months member.
Wow,
Uh,
nice.
3 months member. Sorry, 10 months member. Super chat. Welcome home. Wow. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Perpetual. By the way, I'm like 3 members away from unlocking another emoji. I want to make a Cars and Chrono emoji.
Oh,
If like
nice.
yeah, so if like 3 more people subscribe to not subscribe, sorry, become members.
Become members, right?
Yeah, then we'll be I'll be able to make a Cars and Chrono emoji and add it to our catalog. Let's see here. Paul Cilicia. So I'm sure you noticed some changes under Stern. I am a fan of the opinion they are not necessarily good for the brand long term. I'm not sure what they were talking about.
I didn't follow that one either.
Yeah, I think it was a conversation from before. I probably should be reading the chat a little bit more closely. Peruka saw a diamond set crash at auction, sold for 80K. That's what I'm saying. It's wild, wild prices for those crashes. Watch Ragazi. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Thank you. Uh, Watch Ragazzi.
So what
Ben
are the
says, thousand. So Marcelo's gonna be 1,000 subs in no time. Yeah, the man is a machine. We were checking his
Now,
social.
by the way, 672.
Okay, calm down, man.
thanks for the update.
Snap says, Tim, how many members do you have? I'm working on to be the 100th. Anytime now. Go, go, go. Yeah, I'm like, I think I have 97. If we get 3 more, I get unlocked the next emoji. The next emoji. The channel has grown quite significantly. NATO, welcome to the show.
Me too.
And let's see. Oh, Bahrain watch collector member for 10 months. Super chat. Marcelo always gets muted on Archie's. This is for him to squeak. There we go. Thank you, Bahrain watch collector.
Should I talk now? Means I can talk?
Yeah, we can talk. We got a new Patek Philippe that was just dropped. I
I
wanted
saw that. Yeah,
to see everyone's thoughts on this. This is the brand new, latest and greatest, advanced research
It's a
uh,
mini repeater.
minute repeater. Yeah, it's
12
advanced.
pieces,
Huh?
12 pieces or something like that. So it's not really, I don't know, available to anybody, but
No, no. But it's just got some very interesting tech, and I thought the dial was very interesting. Like, it's one thing to guilloche the dial, but they kind of skeletonized it.
it's, I mean, very unique. This is, to me, this is more Patek than the Tiffany blue thing that they did. But
Oh yeah, yeah, right. This is like what Paddock should be about, and
it
Tiffany
don't,
Blue kind of takes away. I
I
almost
agree.
don't you think it's almost like they planned. They had this watch in their back pocket,
Yeah,
so that when the backlash for
yeah,
the Tiffany Blue comes out, they're gonna drop this thing.
just to
And yeah,
set
yeah,
it.
yeah. Right,
Yeah,
just when all the haters say, "Oh, Patek Philippe is not about watchmaking anymore," blah blah blah, they lost their sense of direction. They dropped this thing. It's like, "Ooh, what is this? This
but to
is
me,
some."
that almost makes them. I mean, they almost. I mean, they're still top of the heap and everything, but
Yeah,
losing their identity a little bit. They're playing more of the mainstream game. It's like, sports models are hot, so Tiffany Blue Dial. Now, let's make sure that everybody knows we're watchmakers. So back and forth. I'm like, when didn't they become so popular because they never cared about what anybody thought? They just made the watches because this is what they were supposed to make. I don't know.
yeah.
It seems like they're catering to the fan base, and I mean that's not a bad thing, but I don't know that that's their identity.
Hmm. Kevin says this thing is hard to read. That's why you use the minute repeater, right?
Yeah, it is hard. You're right. It is hard to read.
Yeah. Everything just kind of blends in. The
Yeah,
hand,
yeah,
even the sub-seconds at 6.
yeah.
The crazy thing, look at this. It's a skeletonized disc with that tiny little triangle at the bottom there. So the whole disc is like a seconds hand.
So is that? I didn't read much about it. Is that all? Is that dial all hand done, or is that the machine finish? I don't even.
Whew, listen, I don't know if they're gonna say it, but I, I don't even know how somebody would make something like this. Um, this is just it's kind of a bit ridiculous. It had to be a combination of both hand,
Right.
I think, and machine.
Maybe
Maybe the machine cut out like the big parts, and then somebody would have to go by hand.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean
Why
the
would it be
business,
so limited, right? Nobody does this.
right?
Nobody does this.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that with such symmetry without machine finishing it, but that's I don't know.
Well, they
I
got
don't make
some.
watches.
That's why they got some skill. Well,
Yeah,
maybe they have. So you know how guillocheting works, right? Like the engine turning, right?
sure.
So maybe there was some where they started with that type of hand machine
Yeah.
or something. Who freaking knows? I mean, this thing is kind of on the next level. And this is actually there's a video on this. 1 second, actually, let's because it's got some tech that's involved. Let's see, where's this? Paddock. Okay, here we go. Share the audio. All right, let's see here.
So, do you think the person who spent or bid the 5 point whatever million for the Tiffany Blue Dial wish he would have saved the money, or he or she would have saved the money and bought this one instead?
Oh, I think it was the Paddock who bought it.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they bought it for. I think it's already been confirmed. That Paddock bought it for the Paddock Museum.
so just like when Rolex bought the Paul Newman.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly, Rolex bought the Paul Newman. I'm sorry.
Because see, with the Rolex, you will never be able to prove it. With
Right.
Patek, you'll see it in the museum if they actually did or not. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I've been to that museum. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite an experience.
I don't know that
Uh,
that Tiffany blue dial fits in the museum. I mean, it would be. I'd go see it, but it would look a little weird to have that new, bright blue dial in there.
yeah, I wonder what the plaque underneath will say.
Yeah, like we made this and then we bought it back and then here
Yeah.
it is.
Mike K, Evening Tim, David, and all the crew. I really like the dial. There is a Schwartz Etinier with a similar dial that looks great as well.
Hmm.
Interesting. Schwartz Etinier. I mean, I think he works with the Kari Woodalainen on some on their dial work and all kinds of stuff. So. Oh, but I forgot to talk a little bit about the movement, right? So here, so the advanced research part was this kind of a tuning fork, and there was also some kind of another amplifying material that they put under the dial for this watch, and it's completely encased in platinum. It's just as a kind of a bit of an fu because usually they don't make minute repeaters in platinum because platinum is not very conductive to sound transfer.
Yeah.
But with these two new techs, it's supposed to uh, make basically the sound of the minute repeater a bit louder. Let's check it out. I haven't seen this video, so this is all fresh to me.
Yeah, new to me.
Let's see, can I make it full screen? There we go. Put in some extra effort here. And putting in all those little beats. Seems rather flat this way. What is the second time? I always wonder, like, how did they set? Like, does it matter which direction the hands are set? Oh, that's the fork. I wonder if it touches the crystal or if it's like cut into the crystal in the back. 'Cause it doesn't really can't see it from the pictures. So, oh, it does touch the crystal. The back sapphire. Oh, dude. Whew. What'd you think?
I mean, it's sexy.
Yeah. Daniel Katz, $2.79. CNC computer design, then finished. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
see
believe
that?
that. Yeah, that's probably right. I mean, I'm sure that's right. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's. By the way, you know those Audemars PK dials, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not really what's it called? Not really hand
No,
guilloche,
no, 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 right, right.
but they're not really machine guilloche either. Like it's a bit of a kind of a blend. They got a human watching over as the
Mm-hmm.
machine kind of does a large section of it. So I wouldn't be expecting these larger brands to do everything by hand, but when you make a limited batch, something like this, there's probably more handwork that's involved than usual.
I would imagine. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful, but
I didn't They didn't say what the price is, right? They just
Yeah,
said, "Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
approximately gonna be." Yeah.
yeah. It's millions, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Mm.
And it's
No,
something
no,
else.
I don't think it's millions. I think they
No,
said no, no, no. The Hodinky article. Let me see here. Hodinky article I think said 200K
oh, all right.
approximately. See.
No, yeah, still out of the normal human
Oh
price
yeah.
range. Yeah,
No, none of us will be buying this thing anytime soon.
no, and I'm guessing on the aftermarket,
Yeah.
instantly jumps to a million from 200,000 if you can get one.
Yeah. The video makes this watch epic. I know, right? They really got some great cinematography. The camera angles, the lighting. It's very mysterious. Baruka love how they think they're so clever using the crystal for sound amplification. But JLC has been doing this for years. All they did is find a new way to not get sued. Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. I think like it's not just the crystal. They also said that it's the dial. So it's both crystal and the dial that's involved here. Oh, we have a big super chat from Derek M. $20. My AD told me that their new corporate policy is not to discount anymore on watches for everything they have besides Breitling, select Tudor models, not even for Tag Heuer. What do you what do you guys think that says about the market? Ooh,
Yeah,
there
I mean,
it is.
I've been told basically the same. I mean, it's kind of bleeding that it started with the boutiques. Like I think most boutiques, Cartier and Omega, they stopped discounting at the boutiques. I think a year ago, maybe months to a year ago, or something like
Yeah,
that. And then now the ads, I know Bruker is definitely not discounting almost anything except for maybe pre-owned if you pay cash or something like that. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It says that all boats rise when the market's hot, and they don't want to discount anymore, right?
Well, I'm thinking is there's a bit of a kind of a twofold situation here. Now, first of all, I was never like a huge fan of asking for a discount.
Right.
I would much rather combo it. Like, oh, can I like if I can't buy a Rolex sub, how about you guys sell me a Tudor and put me on the wait list for the sub? That
Yeah.
way, it becomes a kind of a discount, right? Because you can't get the sub at you know at retail anywhere, and you kind of get your money back in a different way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
think. Yeah. I think the market. I think people are trying to model themselves after stop discounting, maybe decrease production a little bit, only make what you can sell, type of thing. I mean, that's the way it should have been forever. Like I don't know, but who
and I
knows?
think a lot of people are actually buying those other pieces like Tag Heuers. They're buying
Right.
Omegas. They're buying other stuff just so that they can get Rolex or something else.
Yeah.
And these ads, they're figuring out like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. If people are buying these watches just to later flick them and to keep the Rolex for themselves, why the hell? Well, we shouldn't be even discounting these to begin with.
Yeah. Not
And
and I'm
yeah,
sorry, but I was
no,
going
no,
to
no.
say, when talking to my guy the other day when I picked up the Pepsi, and he said that he admitted that they dictate Rolex dictates the margins that they can make on the watches, which is everybody knows that, right?
Yeah,
But then he also went in to say that part of the reason that they're not being as flexible with other watches anymore is because the margins that Rolex dictates is the thinnest ones that they're allowed to do um, of any watches. So it stands to reason that even though they're selling out of these Rolexes, they're not profiting as much as we think they are. So they probably want to try to bump that up. Like you said, they're getting everybody in. They want
yeah,
to sell these at a better profit because their cash flow is good with Rolex. So let's make a profit on these other ones.
exactly, Exactly. Derek M follows up. She told me that Tag has been holding back stock. Whoa, look at this. Even Tag is getting feisty. So they don't discount on them since they won't be able to replace the models. I just bought a stainless steel Cartier Santos. Whoo! And tried like hell to get the tax discount.
Yeah, I couldn't get it either.
Frozen Yokoner, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, Mr. Tim. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
Hey.
Going a bit of over this minute repeater. There's a few pieces that I want to review. I want to talk about watches. Oh, Frozen Yokoner. There we go. $2. The community. Welcome, welcome. And we had Watch Regazi
Butcher, what do you want?
€2 super chat. Somebody's fighting a cat.
Butcher,
JLC
what do you
is
want?
definitely
Yummy, yummy?
underrated.
You want yummy, yummy? Yummy, yummy, nice. And yummy, yummy, yummy.
Marcelo
It's
fighting
finished.
with
What
the
do you
cat.
want? Oh, yummy, yummy. My yummy, yummy now.
Is he fighting with the cat? or
Yummy,
his
yummy.
wife?
My yummy, yummy. Do I
Sometimes
look to
it's
you like
very-
a food processor? Yummy, yummy, Carly.
What?
My yummy, yummy.
Oh. Tim, what kind of stream you got going on
Hold
here?
on, let me actually mute Marcelo for a second because he might dox himself. I think he thinks the sound is. He thinks his microphone is muted. He's gonna
He's
say
got
something.
it. That's funny.
Actually,
Why?
I don't. I know exactly what I'm doing.
He's messing with us. He's messing with us, guys.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Greetings from Germany. Watch Regazi. Greetings from Brooklyn.
How was your flight home, Tim?
It was. It got really brutal because of my my throat problem.
Yeah.
I just couldn't decompress. I couldn't get the pressure out of my ears. I thought, it made me feel. So basically, when I landed, I took Uber home. I was feeling so freaking sick. I was gonna take the train, but good freaking thing that I took the bus when I was in London. Oh, sorry, London. When I was in LA,
Yeah.
saved that money because then I used it here to take Uber. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm too like dizzy and disoriented.
Nah, yeah, flying that way sucks.
Yeah. So I made it home and then just got knocked out. I had like a bit of a fever too. Like the whole thing just made me so ill.
Right.
Yeah.
Doing better now, though?
Yeah, way better.
Good.
Way better. Still got a bit of a voice thing. I got that sexy what would you say?
You sound better. You sound better than when you
Yeah.
were in your hotel room there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
got
Oh, Tim, I wanted to tell you, you gave me a little bit of shit yesterday for asking for some Rolex swag, right? Because
yeah.
every Rolex I got a little bit of swag with it. And,
The
sometimes
Pepsi, swag
nothing
of the
good.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I joking.
back?
I asked for it, and he said, "Oh, we don't have anything. Let me check in the back." He
Yeah.
texted me today, and he goes, "I think we're going to get some more Rolex stuff in. I'll send you something when it comes in."
Oh,
So he
man.
apologized for not having something for me, and I was like, "Wow, you really didn't have to do that." But
Very lucky, man. You're
he's a
very,
nice guy. He's a nice
very
guy.
lucky. My Speedy World, $2. I agree that JLC Deep Sea Chrono is on the wrist. It's
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
He actually flipped the Air King and a Tudor Pelagos for the JLC Deep Sea Chrono. Very
It's an awesome watch.
very against the grain type of watch, you know?
Yeah, I love it.
Congratulations, Speedy World. Great little pickup. Let's see. Okay, let's go back here to the Patek because they got, this was the video on how they put it together. They also have a little video on the tech that's involved, what it will sound like. So let's check it out. This is the loudest. Reference 5750.
In 2021, we launched for the first time in the field of sound a phonograph-inspired minute repeater. we have developed a sound amplification system consisting of a lever shaped like a tuning fork and a sapphire crystal plate which vibrates and creates the sound wave that escapes from the 4 acoustic channels of a titanium ring and continues its path outside the case. This sound system enables this timepiece to resound at a volume significantly greater than a minute repeater equipped with the same movements, since the wave generated is amplified by the vibrating plate.
Wow. That's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Whew. Hopefully it sounds hopefully it wasn't like a audio trick that they made, because when I was at the Philips auction, right, they had quite a few minute repeaters there. Man, those things were quiet. No wonder Jonathan was telling me like, "Hey, put it on, flip the tray, put it on the box." Oh, I'm still a little bit sick. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear anything.
Yeah, I mean, minute repeat. It's a complication that I really love, and I think that they're amazing. But it can, I mean, service costs for watch collectors is already high. Like those got to be ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. I would think, but I don't know anything about them. I know they're cool and they sound cool, but that's about my extent of my knowledge of minute repeaters.
Dude, why did you remind me about the service cost? I think my my Submariner date is coming up to when it probably should get a service.
How long have you had it?
Oh, about 5 years now.
I
You can still go for 10, right? Can go for
yeah,
10.
I think 7. I think 7 is probably a really safe number.
Yeah.
I don't think 5 is really the norm anymore. But I mean, it's up to you, obviously. If it's after my thing is, if at 5 years, if it's still running true to the time, I would push it another couple and then service it. But
I think that's what a lot of people do. They kind of run it until it's not keeping time correctly anymore, right? Which, you know, I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that seems to be kind of a pretty common thing to see.
Yeah. I'm not in the hurry to service.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just don't want to remember about. I don't want to be reminded of that. Man, these things actually need to be serviced. What?
Yeah.
Well, remember too, though. I mean, you do have the choice. If you're outside warranty period, you can use an independent service center to service it.
Yeah.
If you have a reputable one, be careful about that. But it's a lot less money, right?
A lot less.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it is. I was going to say, I talked to when I did the open house at Timmy and I talked about RGM watches. That's in near where I live, and I was wearing when I still had my Daytona at the time, and I asked if they serviced it, and he said, "Oh yeah, I went through Rolex watch school here in Lidditz, and then he's the watchmaker there, and he says I can do it. The only problem is that you don't get the Rolex service warranty thing with it, so that it's." You basically pay the extra money to get Rolex to sign off and say that they serviced it, but which is only really required when you go to trade it in or something like that.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. In the other news, I was able to wait. 1 second. I was able to successfully unblock the Cars and Chrono live stream from the Ferrari for the Ferrari. It's members only though, so I don't want to get in trouble for that video again. So, guys, I need three more subs to be able to make a Cars and Chrono emoji. Help me out, and also hit the upvote button. Yes, frozen. Yes.
No, nice. You're gonna make a Cars and Chrono emoji. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't know what it will look like yet. I still haven't thought about it, but it's it should be something really nice.
Guys, from what I can see, there's 103 people watching and 39 upvotes. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
At least half of you can upvote. Come on.
Yeah, come on, hit the upvote button. I'm here, back in New York, working my butt off to bring you guys another live stream. So I would really appreciate hitting the upload button. It's not that difficult. Pulse, listen, Tim. This one you can hear up to 60 meters.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
If it's quiet out, sure, yeah, sure.
yeah. My ears are fucked up though, probably because I listen to audio so loud.
How big is this one? What's the diameter on
What's
this one?
the dimensions? Is a good question. That's a
Is it
good
still true to
question.
Patek, like 38, something like that, usually?
Oh, I think it's a 40. It's a 40.
All right, that's okay.
That's a proper dress watch. Look at the close up. It's ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous.
That is very nice.
Let's see here.
But it is hard to read. I mean, those hands are so close to that, what the design is on the.
This thing?
Now that I forget who said it was hard to read, but now that they said it, I can't unsee how hard it is to tell time.
Everything just blends in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually, well, it kind of makes sense that they would make a minute repeater. Like if there's a watch that you're gonna make that's hard to read, the minute repeater is kind of an excuse.
I guess.
Patek will probably be like, if you can't read it, just use the minute repeater. What the hell was the minute repeater for?
True.
And just make a watch with no hands on it anymore. Make
Yeah.
a minute repeater. Don't put any hands on it. We'll just
Yeah.
use it.
Even like I do like the seconds hand, right? The seconds hand, impossible to read.
Actually, it was a company that did that. It was a company that did that. I think 2 years ago. It looked like a iWatch, and it
Apple
doesn't
Watch?
have no hands, no nothing, and they have a mini repeater.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, there is a brand that did. I don't remember who.
They did
who
what,
was
like
the
the-
independent that did that? Yeah,
Did what? The tech?
they did a watch that look. They actually play around. The watch look a little bit like a kind of unworking Apple Watch, and it's all black. And
Oh, so
actually
you think
it
you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about H Moser. H Moser has that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
And
have.
it's
It
only a
has
mini
no
repeater,
hands,
yeah.
nothing. Wait, it's a kind of a little bit of a joke.
Mm.
H Moser, they're kind of a joke company. They like to. They have a lot of cheesy stuff.
And they put
SE.
they put a tourbillon in that too, I think. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. And they actually did a tourbillon that you can't see it. Like it's
Yeah.
behind the right. You can hear it though. You have to put it close to your ear, and
Yeah.
only then you can hear it.
I've tried on a couple H Mosers when I went in to look at other stuff, and I do like them. I just they're just not my style.
Yeah. No, H Moser is very. You know, there's few H Mosers that are nice, like the Streamliner, right?
Mhm.
Either the flyback chrome or just the three hands. I prefer the three hand Streamliner. It's way cheaper because the integrated bracelet is very unique, but a lot of the H Mosers that are not Streamline, they're a bit not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. But they do have great dials. That's their.
The
forte.
dials. I mean, yeah, in person, the way the light changes, the way that they look, it really is something to see. I'm not saying everybody should go out and buy one, but go out and if you have access to see one or try one on, they're pretty cool to play with a little bit.
Yeah. Matsuda shades as cars emoji. Ooh, Matsuda. Speaking of the shades, let me show you this. I got a great. Remember the Vegas trip? The Vegas trip when I lost my sunglasses.
Yeah.
Remember those sunglasses? They were clear.
Yeah.
With kind of not too darkened. A fan of the show. He didn't have the exact ones.
Yeah.
But very similar ones, and he sent them to me. I just got them today. Check it out. What do you think?
Nice.
They're clear. They're
They're
a little bit darker
Yeah.
than the other ones.
they're timwrite style. I get
The
it.
timwrite style, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more toned down timwrite. It's not the obnoxious, the crazy one. It's a
Wait. You can be obnoxious and crazy? No, come on.
Oh, no. just cool and collected,
There you
just
go.
smooth like whiskey. It's a Macallan 15 or something, just chilling out. So yeah, very cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a replacement. Not a. It's actually upgrade. These are way more expensive. Mine's were like. Well. No. Actually, mine on the secondary market they went over retail. Impossible
Yeah.
to get nowadays. But I got mine for like 150. These look really expensive. Just the material and everything just feels way better. So
Nice. Well, congratulations.
thank you. It's very nice. Very sweet. Very, very sweet.
I went to I'm a parasol guy now. I used to do Ray-Bans exclusively, and then I got a couple parasols, and now I'm all in on those.
Oh, the Persols. Actually, I'm selling a pair of Persols. The McQueens. The McQueens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I brought them to freaking LA because Lolex players said he might want to buy them,
He
but
bailed
then
on
he
me.
didn't. Yeah, he got sick from the vaccine.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's true.
I mean, I had
Better
my
be true.
I had my booster, and I didn't. My arm hurt for a while, but that was about it. But I've heard stories from people that
I'll
they
tell
do
you
get.
this. I did feel bad the next day.
By
The only
booster, do you guys
reason
mean second shot or third?
the third.
Third. Okay. Yeah.
I did feel bad. I had a fever from the booster shot. Uh, the only thing that cheered me up was the sermon. Getting the
All right.
sermon. Yeah, it gave me the reason to live. I was like, ah, the sermon I wanted, but at the same time I don't want it. Should I get it? Should I not get it? Yeah, it was hard. Maldives. Moser did a minute repeater with no hands.
Did,
Very,
did you
very
did you
cool.
actually have a minute where you might not get the sermon when they called you? Did you actually think about not getting it?
Yeah, for a second. Yeah, for a
Did you?
second I
Okay.
thought. But like I do have the problem that I had is the $10,000 that I could put on the credit card at 0% finance.
Trust me, I get it because I literally bought this 2 weeks before I got the call for the Pepsi.
Yeah.
And the way I buy watches is I'm very, very regimented on how often and what has to be in the bank account and everything. But he called me
Trust
and I
me,
was
if you had no spare cash and no way to
oof.
like man, like if you have a card and you can put it and you can whack it on, then you
Yeah.
got it, you got to do
Yeah.
it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not, it's not putting me in the poorhouse or anything like that, but
Yeah.
just untimely because I had just bought the Santos 2 weeks before.
Yeah, no, it's dude. I just got for me same thing. I got the computer. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting
Yeah.
was expecting this, but I got the computer, and then this thing whacked me. I hate putting things on the credit card. It gives me a headache.
Yeah. Well, I used
Assis
to have
asked me,
a,
was I able to keep Ashin's sunglasses? Unfortunately, no. Ashin was very drunk. I think he drank like 2 bottles of wine, and I said, "Look, you switch sunglasses." Actually, he kind of proposed it, and I
yeah.
was like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." We'll switch back at the next London Watch show. And then the next morning he woke up and he's like, I want my sunglasses back. I want my sunglasses back. Oh, so I was like, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. He's like, yours are pinching here because he has a bigger head.
He's a big
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, yours are giving me a headache. So I was like, oh, it's the. Got Bear Clooney, $2 super chat. No, Jonathan, please super chat. Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. I don't know what's with these two. Again, Bear Clooney, $2 super chat. Show appreciation for Jonathan's free stream. Hey,
We love our
Jonathan.
dad. We love
I'm a
our.
big I'm a big Jonathan fan, so I'm not gonna comment on that. I like Jonathan.
Yeah. They're taking day off. Everybody needs a break. I actually, I said that I'm not even gonna do a live stream today, and
Yeah.
it was the last second kind of thing that I started it. Mike K. Jonathan is great. Love his input. Fat Windbag Ben, very tedious. In the chat, however, ooh, got a bit of a war in there in the chat. All right, let's see. We got a few more things to go over in this. Oh, I can zoom it in even more. Damn. Yeah, this thing is kind of ridiculous. This Patek.
Yeah,
So,
it definitely looks like that's a machined, and then they probably just beveled the edges of all the little thing, or however you want to call them. But
you can see from this angle, you can see how deep the metal is that they cut. It's pretty thick. The dial is pretty thick. You see all the
yeah,
layers, right?
that's chunky.
You can see the hour indices, the track on the inside, on the outside. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at that. Got the diamond to indicate
There
that
it
it's a
is.
platinum.
And platinum diamond.
Micro rooted rotor in the back. Very cool. And the deployant clasp. Very cool piece of kit. Love it. 43 hours of power reserve. Wait, 43 to 48. Okay. 11 millimeters thick. It's not thick at all. It's just a perfect.
I thought it was thicker than that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I actually I'm not a fan of minute repeaters that got like fucking perpetual chronograph minute repeater.
Yeah.
Right, because those things get really thick. Oh, actually, look at this. From this angle, you can kind of see that maybe it was stamped out. Because look at the rough edges at the bottom of the plate. Very interesting.
Huh?
Maybe it was stamped out. Ah.
You would have thought they would have hand beveled those. I mean, there's only 12 pieces. You think they'd hand bevel those to make? Well, I don't know. We
I don't
probably
know how
can't
thin
see
this
close
thing
enough,
is. Yeah.
but, yeah.
It's hard to say. Hey, Frozen, what do you think? What do you think about this minute repeater?
What's the retail list on it?
Oh, who
2,000.
knows? Yeah, I think it's like 200,000 Swiss francs or something.
Okay, so basic $250,000. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's a beautiful watch. Absolutely. $250,000 is a lot of money. It's probably out of reach for me.
Yeah,
But-
it's another reach for. Well, that's why they made 12 of them. So we're not one of the.
Okay,
12.
there's 12. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It's limited to 15 pieces.
Is it 50? I don't know. Whatever.
15.
15. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's.
Wait, Jimmy
Geez,
says it's
wow.
500,000 retail. What?
Do I get a present when I get that?
Yeah, you do.
You get a hug.
No. You get a handshake.
Amazing. I mean, hey, it's amazing. The video you played with the minute repeater. I mean, that's that's the sound of quality.
Yes.
The sound of quality. Yeah.
Can you just imagine though being at the prestige point in your life where you're so successful, you have such a history with buying watches that Patek calls you, and just imagine the drive in to go pick that watch up. I mean, it's not my favorite watch I've ever seen by far, but I'm just trying to imagine that feeling of going to pick it up and like they called me to come and get this. It's amazing.
And I get a hug.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna go over retail, I think. We got a super chat from SE, 20 euros. Gotta get some sleep. Watch the rest tomorrow. Here's to Jonathan and Almighty Bear. Love you all, brothers. Let's take this to the next level. By the way, upvote. Guys, upvotes are free, boys. Hit the upvote button. I would really appreciate it, and SC would appreciate it as well.
SC.
By the way, Neo, it's $5 to mute Marcelo. Just a quick reminder. So if anybody wants to mute Marcelo, it's an option that's possible.
Yeah, it's $1 a minute, so it
It's
can be
a
also
buck
60
a
minutes.
minute.
For 60
I wish we had
bucks.
this on here so we can give this a nap for $1 a minute. So funny. Let's
Mommy,
see
does
here.
Pucha eat the yummy yummy now? She's eating
The
yummy
what?
yummy? No,
Let's
my
see
cat
here.
with
I
the
got
yummy
another-
yummy. Let me see. I'm going to encourage her to eat the yummy yummy. Wait a
No,
second.
this was just
she's
announced
a grandma.
also.
She's old. She needs to see yummy yummy coming. Pucha, Pucha, yummy yummy.
AP announced
Come here,
another. So
Miami.
they're saying that this is going to be a
No,
permanent
come
addition
here, Miami Kushit.
to the
Come.
Royal Oak collection,
You
but
want kimuchi
it's
kimuchi?
kind of going to be
Yeah?
limited, right?
You
Only to their
kimuchi
VIP
kimuchi?
clients. Not a
Come,
limited
kimuchi
edition per se,
kimuchi. Come.
but there's the new
Come,
Tourbillon.
come, come, come.
For the love of
Freaking,
Let
God,
me show you,
somebody
Miami. Come.
somebody
please,
super chat $5 for 5 minutes of muting.
please
Come
give us
on.
some.
Come on, crowd.
Come. Love. You want licky licky? Come
I,
and
Bear
licky
Clooney,
licky. Come.
$2.
Come take the
Eastern
licky
Front
licky.
is cold now. Jonathan freezing. Man, I don't get these references. I don't get these
I don't know what's
references.
going on. I have no idea.
They got a bit of a.
Retard kid.
Actually, hey, there we go. SE €5. Mute him. That's like 7 minutes actually. Mute Marcel. See here.
But I, you know,
Thank God.
I like Royal Oaks. They're not, they don't really fit my wrist, and I don't really love them. But
Yeah.
controversially, I think that when they put the tourbillons in these faces, I think it looks ridiculous. I don't think it fits the watch at all. It looks like somebody literally took a regular Royal Oak, cut out a hole, and stuck a tourbillon in there, and I don't get it.
Here's
But
the thing, though. Here's the thing. In this one, they kind of made it a little bit better because at least the pattern on the dial comes
Oh,
out of the tourbillon.
yeah.
Right? You
Okay.
go to the previous edition of this, and they had a regular pattern that was kind of horizontal and vertical.
Yeah.
There it looked really ridiculous. But I gotta say, I love the simplicity of the dial. Right? It says Audemars PK, right?
Yep.
In amazing applied logo. It's not just AP, because like AP, if there's one issue that I have with AP Royal Oaks, is that every fucking version has a different way of putting AP. They either have AP, like just two letters applied instead of the 12 in this, the 12, like at where they got the two markers here, right?
Right.
Two markers. They would put AP here, or they put AP here and then write Audemars PK on the bottom. There's no consistency.
Yeah.
It's always freaking different. And I mean, this is probably the cleanest, the best way that I've seen Audemars PK being applied to the dial with this new beautiful dial pattern that just radiates from the tourbillon. It looked, and like everything just seems to be finally kind of perfect, because usually there's a little bit of like the hand's a little bit too small, the hours mark a little bit too big. It's always, Royal Oaks have always had some kind of bit of an issue with with that, like because they used to use, like, they would source other movements and put them into Royal Oak, and it would never match. It would just never match.
Yeah.
And here it's just like, you look at this and you're like, oh, well, this, everything is just perfect. It's made, the movement has been made for this watch, and everything just in the right place. Yeah, it does look like it's just cut out, okay? But there's few steps that they went to.
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing piece, and if somebody, had it on, I would be in awe of it and want to see it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, when there's overseas out there and all that kind of stuff, this to me is like, I don't know, man.
Neo SE is our hero, and finally SE can doze off. Don't you unmute him, okay? Gonna keep him muted until SE is well asleep. Bear Clooney watches $5. Grudges between Jonathan and I started when my grandfather kicked his grandfather's ass and chased him all the way to Berlin. Man, this is, I don't get these two, honestly. Like, why do I have to deal with this? It's, honestly, like, these two guys need to get along. Like, like a lot of Ukrainians, they're really proud of Ukraine, and they're really angry at Russia. Like, they're really angry with Russian people. Like, I have a friend in college. I used to, so when I was in college, my wife actually had a Ukrainian friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this girl, she's like super Ukrainian patriotic. And I'm Ukrainian and she's Ukrainian. And whenever I like start talking to her in Russian by accident, she would freak out. Yeah, like totally freak out. Like, how dare you talk to me in Russian? Говори по-украински. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
It's like I am right. I'm really. I don't know that history, so it's just like I don't really care. And man, this is reminds me of that situation, man. I just want people to get along, guys. Can't we all get along, please, please? I just got back home. I just want to chill. I just want to be cool. Got pasta, $2. Two more
But
minutes
people
to
don't
mute
want to
Marcelo.
get the.
Thank you. Hey, hey,
I
hey, hey, Marcelo. Quiet, baby. Pasta just muted for another 2 minutes. We gotta give SE enough time to fall asleep. Come on, man. Be respectful. Peruka, what is this stream? Talking nationalism with Tim, right? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's just it's a bit of a situation that we got on ourselves. Okay. So yeah, so I look at this AP and look like in this light, that
see
just
that
looks
that's a much better picture. Yeah,
right.
yeah. I still don't
Whew.
want it, but it's a much better picture.
Man, this thing is going to be a chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken. This is like the royal oak to have. Because I feel like, man, they won't be able to make it better than this. Oh, look at that. The angles and everything. Jeez.
To me, it would be better if they had a tourbillon in it, but they covered it up and just left the dial perfect the way it is.
Yeah. And
I don't need to see the tourbillon. I
or
don't
maybe
really.
they could have put would you take the dial filled in
Yeah,
and only sub-seconds? Because
yeah,
that's basically the tourbillon is your kind of sub-seconds at 6. That's
right,
what it is. Right?
right.
Would you want a seconds hand there or close it down? But then, this pattern wouldn't really work if it was closed down, right? There would have to be a horizontal pattern or radiating from the center. How would
Yeah,
you?
I mean, yeah, maybe a sub seconds down there, but just anything to get rid of that big hole that they cut in it.
I think like if you don't like the tourbillon, right? The best way to do this one would have been for this pattern to radiate from the center and have a central seconds,
Could be.
right? So you
I
have a
definitely would prefer.
three hands,
Yeah,
got seconds, minutes, and hours, and the pattern just exploding from the center. That could be another way to do it. Although I don't know if they can make this pattern cut. You can see how it's radiating from this giant disc, and it's already very fine here on the edges. So, uh, but it is pretty cool. I man, when I saw it, I was like, whoa, man, they really fixed a lot of the flaws. And you look at the back as well.
that's nice.
Now, what do you think about the rotor? Because it is kind of everything a bit blends in, right?
Yeah,
With the rotor, I'm not sure if it's white gold or platinum. Didn't really check, but the material matches, so it kind of looks like it's steel. Would you prefer this with like a rose gold rotor as AP usually does?
I mean, I doubt it's steel just because of the mechanics and the physics of the rotor and the way that
Yeah,
they do the weight and everything. No, I think that it would look pretty with a rose gold or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. That's people hang their like. I love the rose gold on the Vacheron that I have and everything like that. But they tried to make that like a selling point, and I'm like, it's neat and everything, but I don't know. It's still the rotor.
see, they're not really saying. They're saying it's a caliber 2950 in-house, automatic with central rotor. They're not really saying what the material the rotor is
Maybe it
made
is
out
steel.
of.
I just have to doubt that that's stainless. I just think that it would be some kind of platinum or something like that.
Yeah, something. Bracelet. Oh, it's a platinum. The whole piece is platinum too.
Oh, well, then that's definitely platinum. Yeah, they're not putting a stainless steel
Oh, snap.
platinum.
It kind of looked like it's a steel piece, but this is being a platinum. Damn, that's just.
There you go. Yeah, rare and desirable platinum 2635.
Oh, dude.
That's got to be heavy.
AP is so beautiful. The rotor works as it is now. Yeah, I think actually it's got to be platinum then. Platinum rotor.
I think
Probably
it's. I like the back. I do. I really like the open. I like the movement the way it is.
Yeah, I think if they made like a rose gold, it would diminish the watch because like the whole watch is made of platinum, right?
Yeah.
So if they were to make a like a rose gold, it's a bit of a step down from a platinum. It's probably platinum. Even if it's steel, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't like take away from the platinum case.
Is there a closer up on the movement to see some of the finishing and stuff?
Let's see it. Let's see it. I think actually, I can make the picture larger. There we go. So you can see the tourbillon. Very, very beautiful.
It is a beautiful tourbillon. Just looks out of place to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's part of the shtick, part of their shtick. But like, I can't believe that this dial is not hand done. That it's actually kind of a machine done. Still, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but that's their thing. You know, I mean, that's I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think they had like a big disc that they later cut down to this dial size? Like, like they made a whole thing. You know how because it's like it's coming out from here.
Yeah.
It was a big disc, like that big, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just cut that section out to put in the dial, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very cool. Very clean. And also like the ice blue, that's a bit of a reference to Rolex, right? Because whenever Rolex makes something ice blue, it's usually
platinum, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I definitely prefer that blue than the Tiffany dial that the Patek just came out with.
Ooh, yeah. I would definitely prefer this over the Tiffany blue Patek. but at the retail, the price points are completely different. I wonder what this is going to go for.
Full platinum AP.
They're saying here the price is on request, but they're predicting more than 200K.
I would have to believe it.
Yeah. It's
Did they say how many they're going to make? Or you said it's going to be part of their arsenal here for going forward. They're just going to keep making these so many a year.
Yeah, so they're saying it's not a limited edition, right? But it's limited that they're going to only give them to like their VIPs. So basically, I'm guessing the old one is being discontinued.
Yeah.
And this one is going to replace it. And they'll just be making what's it called? They'll just be making these from this point on. It's pretty amazing piece. I gotta say they really cleaned up the Royal Oak because there's so many versions of Royal Oaks. It's not even funny. All right, we got a few more things to take a look at. Breguet. They got the new CEO, but also they made a new tourbillon. So this is the Breguet invented the tourbillon. So if there's a brand that should be making tourbillons, right?
Yeah. See, now to me that tourbillon looks like it kind of belongs there for some reason. I don't know. It looks like they did more with the right around it or something. They made it seem like it fits where it's supposed to be. I don't know.
You mean the border? The border.
Something. Yeah. It looks like it belongs.
And also the Breguet. Breguet is they're really known for putting the running seconds at that awkward spot at the 5.
Yeah.
It's not at the 6. It's not at the 3 or 9. It's at that just offset kind of weird location. And and it's good. They got this beautiful guilloche. Now,
I do like that.
yeah, it's quite obviously the Breguet hands and everything. They got their new CEO because actually Breguet they're freaking sinking. They're in the shitter at the moment. Apparently, uh, the wizard was saying that Breguets are going like 40% discount in the dealer forums. You know,
Yeah.
really, really uh, undervalued. And I can kind of get it. Right now, it's all about those hot steel sports, and Breguet doesn't really have anything to compete in this new modern world, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? Oh, there you go. There's a little bit of a close up on how they guilloche the dial.
It's neat.
See that? It's the cutting tool to make the pattern.
So the company that I work for, basically imagine a machine like that, maybe 1,000 times the size. That's kind of what we do, but with just ginormous parts.
Oh, okay. Wow, man, these things. This is a bitch to work with. I don't even know how someone would do it. It looks very difficult. It looks like they use two machines, to be honest, on this dial.
Well, yeah, they probably have one going one way and one going the other way to get that pattern type of
No,
thing.
so I'm thinking. So you see it in guilloche, right?
Yeah.
There is the straight guilloche that's done on like a straight guilloche machine. So see, this one is going up and down, right? But then
Yeah.
there's the rose engine, and it looks like the outside border, because you see how the outside border it goes in circles. It's not straight. You see the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
So I think they do it on the rose engine. It's basically the same, very similar machine, but does it in the circle. Looks like there's two different processes involved in this dial. Oh, I didn't know Breguet made a Mickey Mouse watch. That's pretty cool.
Look at that. Yeah. You can never unsee that now, though.
That's very nice. So it looks like this is like they're really early ones, like a super old one. Doesn't even say the picture doesn't say from when it is, but this is their latest. To celebrate the patent, as you can see on the back here, they actually even engraved. Now, I don't know if this is cheesy or not. I don't know. You guys tell me. They engraved the patent for the tourbillon on the back.
I like it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Ah,
because usually this would have some Geneva stripes or something, but
Yeah, the coat. So it's either
Yeah.
put that picture on or the Cote de Genève. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure this is more difficult.
Oh yeah, I mean this is hand carved. Like even you can see that this is like whoever engraved it, hand engraved the tourbillon patent. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very very different. Very different. I guess when if you're showing it to someone, you can like flip it over. It's like, oh yeah, they invented the tourbillon. Breguet invented the tourbillon. So Pavel says it's cheesy. Kevin says pretty cool engraving. It's different. It's different. Peruka likes it. Yeah, this is it's a very very unique piece. Although I don't know if this is something that's going to save Breguet. If their business is not doing well, I don't know. I don't know what the trick is. You know what I mean? I don't know how to help them.
They need to somehow get in the conversation with, Patek and Vacheron and all those, and they haven't been able to do it.
Is the answer tell me, David, is the answer a Tiffany blue
Yes.
dial Breguet?
I find Breguet is very similar to Blancpain in terms of a brand, in that they're not very popular in North America. You don't hear about them very often in North America,
Mhm.
but you do hear about them to some extent more in Asia, but especially in Europe.
Hmm.
Like you hear about it more in Europe. It's more
Oh, it's
visible,
a Russian
more
oligarch
relevant,
type
right?
of thing. Yeah, a lot of Russian oligarchs they love the Breguet.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, but it's not like a because like what is Breguet known for, right? The tourbillons. They're also known for their hand guillotines, right? So they do a lot of their guillotining, right? That's you know, done by someone, you know, with that
A lot
machine.
of history. They're known for history. I mean, if you look in
Yeah,
the last 50 years, what do you know about them, right?
it's great
Putin wears
history.
one.
You're back.
It's got a great they got great history, but I mean they've been bought out now by what's it called? Well, some conglomerate. I'm not sure, but they're still sticking to their traditional kind of roots, whereas a lot of other brands have turned to steel sports to keep up the hype. We'll see. I mean, the new CEO. I don't know. I don't know. Is he going to stick to the old traditions, or is he going to bust out the some type of a overseas type of thing? Maldives, Tim, have you covered the Seiko homage to 1969 icon with new prospect speedometer solar? Looks like your Daytona. I have not seen this. Let's just bring this up.
Bring it up.
Seiko homage to 1969 icon new prospects speed timer solar. Okay, phew, that's a oh oh. Hold on a second. It does.
They can resurrect Napoleon. They have a fighting chance. Nice.
Oh wow, that does look exactly like the Daytona. Wait, when does this come out? December 14th. What's today? Oh, it's today. Wow. Very interesting. Hold on a second. Seiko pays homage to his new prospect of solar program. I'm gonna bring it up on some with better pictures. It doesn't look like. Let's see who else covered it. No one else. Only watch time. This is like breaking news. In the sense, right?
Seems like it.
Okay. And what are they? What does this go for? So they have a long history of chronographs. Five, so $675. That's not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad. Earlier this year, famed Japanese watchmaker Seiko made waves in the launch of a vintage-inspired chronographs, each dubbed the Prospect Speed Timer, inspired by Seiko's New Japan. Let's see here. Chronograph the watches reference a lesser known but significant piece of watchmaking history with an aesthetic that spoke directly to enthusiasts. Look, there's a lot of marketing hype. I think it's very clever of them to relaunch this during this panda hype.
It looks big. What's the diameter on that one?
It's a really good question. I don't think we have the dimensions yet, but it looks like look at it. Is this the old one, or they also have a different one? And there is nothing on this article on the details. It's just like just the quickest news. Oh wait, 39 mil. Wait,
Oh, wow.
no, that's not
Oh,
it.
that's that one. Okay, no.
Yeah, I think that was this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna speculate, but you know what? It's a pretty cool watch. I think because there's a lot of like if you go on Amazon, there's a lot of Pagani design watches that look exactly like Daytona. At least this is something different, and Seiko has, by the looks of it, some history of making this type of watch before. It's
Yeah.
not like Panda Dial is not trademarked by Rolex by any means, but still pretty cool piece for $600. I don't know. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Casey acquires a solar power in the subdials on that Seiko.
I've heard they do that. Yeah. Okay.
Very interesting. The auras are only 2 dials and thick. Oh, this was announced a while ago. Why is this article December? It's right now November, December.
It's December 4th. Yeah. It's the
Now
article.
it's December, right? It's today.
Yeah.
The article is today.
The article's today. Whenever they may have announced it a while ago.
Oh, maybe. For some reason I can't get the better pictures of it.
What the heck was that Seiko for?
Did you like it?
Fuck me dead, man. The Seiko try to be Rolex now. Actually, they do.
You just
Yeah,
wake
they
up.
want to cash in on the Panda hype.
They do, of course.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Smart business people. It's called smart businessmen.
I wouldn't say that's smart, but I mean, yeah.
Those were announced a while ago. There's a Seiko release every month. Yeah, Seiko releases a watch every week.
They have a fucking limited edition every week. What are you talking about? They are the number one in the world in limited edition. The nothing is fucking limited edition. It's like fucking freak me out with the limited editions all the time. You buy limited edition that is not a limited edition. So
Everything in Seiko is limited edition. By the way, there's new John Mayer G-Shock came out early today at like 11 a.m. I was asleep. I opened the email at 4. It was already sold out, but I'm guessing it was sold out like within 5 minutes.
Oh
That's
yeah.
my guess. I wish I wasn't completely knocked on my ass. We had a bit of a Marcelo explodes there for a second.
limited edition,
Limited edition, my ass,
Everything
right?
is limited edition with them. Limited edition. Every week there's a limited edition.
Well, what would
And-
you prefer? That people buy this one or the Pagani design Panda? Who would you respect more?
I guess this one.
Yeah, exactly. You see?
But it's not a limited edition. I mean, they should stop with the
What?
limited edition thing.
Yeah, they definitely should. That actually, that limited edition is a bit of a turnoff for a lot of people. And but like, man, Seiko, they're following that what's it called Omega kind of model, and people already expect limited editions, you know, so they can't stop it now. There's like limited edition Seiko secondary market. There's people who want to collect all those limited editions. So what are you gonna do?
They
Never
never
gonna
will go
satisfy
up in
anyone.
value.
Cellos and limited edition. Nice.
I am a very limited edition guy. I mean, you don't have another Marcelo. Actually, if you have another Marcelo, it's going to be a disaster. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I would have picked up that John Mayer watch if if I got a chance. It looked pretty cool.
John Mayer is not a limited
Just
edition.
real quick, let me show you what we're talking about. Hodinky limited edition. This was earlier today in the morning. What do you think? It's white. That's so cool. I love like different colors, and this would go really well with white Air Force sneakers.
Yeah, it's nice.
I remember this was from the 80s, actually.
Yeah, it is kind of from the 80s. Bear Clooney, Tim is boring today. Bring Jonathan back. Jonathan, come back. You can steal all the leads. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And it was 180. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not cheap. It's got a bit of that Hodinkee and John Mayer. Everybody's got to have their cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Mm.
John Mayer wants $20. Hodinkee wants probably Hodinkee gets $20. John Mayer gets $60. Gotta keep it because it's $100 watch, right? With an $80 markup. But
Yeah.
it's gonna resell on the secondary market probably for like 800 or something ridiculous. Right.
Mm.
Looks very 80s, right? Yeah, Marcelo said 80s.
It's 80s.
Yeah, I like this. This is way better than the Budweiser, right? Or was it? There was a Budweiser collab.
Yeah.
I think there was a NASA
Mm.
collab.
NASA. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all really, really cheap and vicious. Whereas this one, it's like very classy. It's done very classy. The colors, the green, the blue, the red, and that. It's not really white. I wouldn't. It's kind of creamy.
Mm. I wouldn't have a problem to wear this watch actually.
Let's take a look at this one as well. M60.
Right. Tim, I got to get going here, buddy.
All right, David. Thank you so much for hopping on the show. Really,
Anytime. Yeah. You guys have fun, and I will talk to you soon.
of course. I'm going
David.
to be here for like another 20 minutes.
See you later.
Frozen.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah, David. Thank you. Frozen.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of this brand, Vertex? I saw this. I kind of disregarded it completely.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's by the looks of it, it's like a bit of a micro brand. But look at this. It's actually quite
By the
interesting.
way.
Yeah.
Leave the bullshit. Leave the bullshit. You want to shine a bit? Talk to us about your collaboration with your watchmaker. What's going on there?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's we haven't heard about that for a while. How's that going?
Oh, well, I was
make this
busy,
the
guys.
headline.
I was
Yeah.
totally busy. As you know, I was in LA, so I had no time to talk to him.
Okay.
But these things coming, right?
Yep. Great things are coming with my watchmaker. Actually, look, I have a sketch of my watch design right here in front of me. You think I'm not?
Perfect. So let's
See?
stop promoting bullshit and let's promote a bit of your shit.
Let's
When's
promote
the-
timwrite.com, right?
What's the ETA on that?
Ooh, $2,375.
No, not the retail price. When are you thinking of getting it? What's the
Yeah, what
estimated
is the
time?
movement? Yeah.
Oh, in this. Wait, which one are we talking about? On my watch or this watch?
Your watch.
Your
When's
watch.
your watch gonna
Oh
be made?
yeah. I'm thinking about like under $2,000.
Take out this
When?
garbage. Put your watch, guy, in the screen.
Put my watch.
When are you supposed to be getting it, Tim? When?
Well, I'm working with him. We're gonna do a prototype. We're gonna make a prototype by what's it called?
Look how
By
beautiful.
London Watch Show. Because if we're gonna go to London
Okay.
Watch Show, we're gonna promote it there, right?
Okay.
Great way to promote the wristwatch, right? So,
Agreed.
but the thing is, even to do the prototype, we have to buy like 100 cases. So there's a huge, we have to pay a lot of money up front to have.
Hey,
all the
that's
parts.
why we are here. That's why we are here for. I mean,
Yeah, well, if you guys want, if people
Yeah.
want to see that project, they're gonna have to super chat, or
Exactly,
send PayPal
So that's what we
donations.
are here for.
Yeah.
Let's
So
help
because
you
we have
stick.
we have to buy like 100 cases, 100 dials, and like parts. It's like a bulk thing, and then you see like he has the hand, right, and he's painting it, right. Then we
Hey
can
guys,
modify
let's
these
help Tim.
parts to
Guys,
our.
let's help Tim promote this watch. It's going to be awesome. Let's see how this thing's going to go. So we need some fundraising for this shit. Sorry, for this watch. So let's do some stuff. You know.
Well, I'm hopefully I'm gonna make a video about it sometime soon, and I'm gonna call him tomorrow to see what's going on. What maybe he can get like a one off, or maybe he can grind down one of his. Because we're gonna also he's
Actually
actually
look nice.
he's looking at parts right now, like which movement could we do it with. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of kind of logistics that's involved because we want to make it like a 38 millimeter case.
Okay.
Actually, we're thinking to put it on some type of a kind of a NATO Velcro strap.
Okay, interesting.
Okay,
Nice.
Interesting.
because let me show you something. So I got a watch right here, right? So I'm wearing. This is my my good supporter's wristwatch. So you see, it's got a rubber Velcro strap. Right. It's like a very interesting. You see
Okay.
that?
This is nice. I like
Yeah.
that. With the
So
vibro Benzona.
it's very different. You're probably never seeing something like this. So
No,
Velcro
it's
and
unique,
rubber.
right? It's unique.
You
for
don't,
sure.
Yeah, it's very
you don't
unique.
see a vibro in a rubber strap. And you know what? This is Benzona. This is thinking outside of the box.
Right?
You can do a bit of the shtick. You can do the strap stuff that is a
Yeah.
marketing there. There is the watch that you're doing. There is the boxes. Let's do stuff.
Yeah, and you see, if you want to size it, you can actually cut the piece off and move kind of the buckle down on this rubber bracelet.
Okay.
So it's got the Velcro piece there. See that? Very
This is in the
interesting.
worst case to cut, but
Yeah,
basically
very
the
interesting
Zypro
piece.
is
Yeah.
already adjustable.
Yeah, very. Yeah, so we're still working out on the detail. I told him, I gave him all the specs that I'm looking forward to, and we'll see what he does. Okay, we got Paul Rutherman, 5 pounds. Let's see here, John Charles. If you genuinely love Tim Bear, why are you disrespectful to his panel? Oh, we got James and Russell who agree. Very, very interesting.
I don't think this
Casey
I
Aquatics,
think they
Tim,
actually give two.
will it be powered by G-Shock movements?
It should be. You know what? It should be. I say it should be. That'd be cool.
Listen, no, what I want is I want like ETA three-hander type of movement, right?
No, for sure.
And what he's gonna do, he'll finish the movements by hand, right?
Okay.
It's gonna have beautiful open case. It'll have two case backs. That's my idea. Two case backs, one open case back and one closed. And the one that's closed, it's got like it's gonna have a very interesting design on the back. It's basically designed for to commemorate different trails around United States. And I guess the first one we'll start is gonna be Colorado Trail. That's the trail that I didn't go on because Duco Ted paid $500 super chat for me not to do it, and now it kind of one thing led to another, and I'm making a watch dedicated to that trail. I mean, the whole world is just freaking weird.
It's good.
Weird. I mean, actually Jonathan, like I wanted to go on that trail originally. This is how crazy the story gets. So, I was just doing this live streaming gig as a kind of a bit of a joke after work, right? Just for fun, right? Because I had nothing to do after. I didn't watch what's it called? Netflix. It was boring. There was nothing to watch, right? So I was doing
like we
this
all
shtick,
know.
right? And I wanted to go on the hike, and I announced it that I'll be leaving for about a month. And Jonathan like emailed me like, "Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is good. The show is great. If you leave, it's all gonna go to pieces. It's all gonna be destroyed. All the work that you've done for like 3 months." I think that was in March that he contacted me. He's like, "What are you thinking? Like, if you leave for a month, this whole YouTube, it's all gonna blow up after a month if you leave." So that was Jonathan reached out, right? The OG And I was like, okay, calm down. Let's postpone it. Let's grow it a little bit more until where I can leave for a month and it won't blow up. And then it was in August that I was supposed to leave. And the same thing freaking happened. I announced I'm leaving. People freaked out. And I was kind of drunk, and I said, "Okay, if somebody super chats, what's the maximum? 500, then I will not leave." And so, and Duco Ted did, and yeah, and now I'm here. Now I'm like, now I'm gonna be leaving again, and people are gonna be like, "Don't go, don't go." It's just like, I don't know. This whole history.
So how much is now? Like 10,000 to live? I mean,
Yeah. No, now I mean, I don't think it's gonna blow, but now I have built up a little bit of infrastructure. So if I go uh for some time, it's gonna be I'm gonna prepare something to do in between. But okay, there's a little bit of history lesson. There's one more thing that I wanted to take a look at, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The last thing is the Vacheron, because you know how we talked a little bit about that the Breguet, how the Breguet is trying to, the Breguet is kind of dying, and like their thing is kind of not really working. And I see this Vacheron, right? The Vacheron Constantin Traditionnel complete calendar in white gold, right?
Yep.
And this could be the answer, because what Vacheron here did, right? They made kind of a sports looking watch that's basically their traditional watch, right? This is just a classic dress watch that they changed the colors for and made it look like a sports watch.
and this come with leather or rubber?
It's on the leather, but
Mm.
uh, I would put it on the rubber, and you have an incredible kind of a sports looking dress watch,
Oh yeah, you actually
right?
look very nice in the rubber.
Look
Actually,
at that.
if
Yeah,
I'm
right? It would
thinking,
look so nice on the
It's a
rubber,
good
right?
fusion, right? It's a good fusion of that
It's a
dress.
fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a blend of traditional,
it
where
look
you don't
almost
have to
like.
give up your roots, like your origin,
Yeah.
right?
Look,
But
I
you make it kind of more fitting in this modern world,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, they did a good job on this one.
right?
guys,
I haven't seen this before, but they did a good job on this one.
don't you guys think that it's a little bit like a kind of related family to the Odysseus in a way?
To the Odysseus.
Yeah,
Well, are you talking about it with the
yeah.
day
You
and the
look
month
like
indicator, right?
a family member, like kind of the brother of the uncle, you know?
Well, I think they had this type of movement for a while. They just changed up the colors to kind of make it
Mm.
look a lot more modern. If I did a bit of more prep work, I would have brought up the classic version of this thing. Uh,
Mm.
uh, it would have been as a comparison, right?
I don't know. Look, I get it, but by changing colors and doing the words like that, yeah, it definitely look like the uncle from the different mother or something. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
somehow.
Got a super chat from Pendulum, $10. You need to wake up, brother. Yeah, I'm really sick
Tim's
today.
Guys, they
recovering.
just
He's
came.
recovering.
Yeah, he
Huh?
just came out from LA. What do you guys want? The guy lost the voice for 2 days.
Yeah, I am just I don't really, honestly, I gotta be honest. I'm very, I don't know what is going on. I'm a little bit still dizzy. I'm recovering. Hopefully in the next 2 to 3 days, I can sort it all out and kind of get back to
Mm.
the normal operating procedures. Because this gig, I gotta tell you, Pendulum, this gig is not easy. It's not easy. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Need to dedicate,
lot of
like
players.
everything, need to dedicate a lot of time and effort. And
Mm,
yes, this gig is not easy at all. And for whoever think it's easy, yeah, it's free. You just open the webcam and talk and making money. Yeah, go do that for 24 hours a day.
yeah,
It's
man.
Yeah, of course, it's
hard.
not easy.
Hard, guys. It's hard.
It's hard. It's
Hard.
really hard. I try my best. I try my best. There's a lot of ideas. There's I've heard people. A lot of people gave me a lot of ideas, and most of the ideas are kind of uh oh, what's going on? Pendulum, your platform is used for hate, xenophobia, and bullying.
Really?
Oof.
That's the chat. I said this on Marcelo's channel. Look, there's a
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
line you don't cross in the chat, and that's where you get to threats of physical violence or like really racist stuff. But otherwise,
Exactly.
leave the chat unmoderated. That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
There is a
And you
line.
can
There
list.
is a line. There is a line. But for the most part,
yeah. Listen, it's harder to. Uh, okay. Well,
Look,
I hope the three-hander enjoyed his wrench today.
you know that I remove almost all the ranges of everybody.
Do I
You
still
can
have the
ask for
wrench?
the
Do I still
almost
have the wrench?
oh, Tim, you can still stop the stream if you want again, if you want.
Oh, okay,
You
great.
you can make a total disaster again. You can do it.
Yeah. Listen, I think it is a little bit the whole envelope has been pushed a little bit too far
look.
today.
I'm going to say
I'm
like
too
this. We
sick
have
to kind of
look. I'm going
intervene.
to say like this. I'm going to say there is my show and my show only. There is team show and team show only. There is Archie
Yeah.
show and Archie show only. Each one is an owner of this show by itself. It's a lot of the Rangers starting to think that this is their show, and this is the problem.
Yeah, man. Look,
Yeah,
there's a
this is the
lot of
problem.
things
It's
that are
like.
happening. There's the
Like
whole
Tim is a host, Marcelo is a host, Archie is a host. I mean, we are the show, and it doesn't work like that. That's why creating all these disasters.
look,
No,
Marcelo, I'll just say this. Uh you've been on the block only for a month. Tell
I
me
know.
in 5 months, come back to me, right? And then
You're
we'll
right.
see,
You're right.
okay?
You're right.
I
You're
want to
right.
see
Look,
Tim in 15 years. What does YouTube
15
do
years.
to Tim
I'm gonna be
Wright
so
in 15
bitter and
years?
jaded, and we got an unboxing, by the way. We got an unboxing. A bit of levity in the end of for the end of the show.
Ooh, what do you got? What do you
Yeah.
got?
mm,
Got the link. The link. I'm dropping the
Oh, I
link.
see somebody's coming on
Guys,
with you.
cheer me up,
Okay,
guys.
right.
Cheer me up. I'm so by the way, I'm very the whole thing. Cars has ruined cars for me. He forever. I will never be able to enjoy a vehicle. I was in the Uber today, and
mm.
I was feeling like, what is this shit? Like,
Super sucks.
yeah, after having
Uh,
been driven in a Porsche last night, I'm like,
Mm.
man, this is depressing. It's just it is. By the way, I caught a lot of heat for pinching the sun from California because before leaving the
Really?
LAX, I I pinched the
Mm.
sun. I always pinch a little thing here or there. So I pinched the
yeah.
sun. I brought it here to Brooklyn because it was when I was yeah. And so everyone is like, Tim, why did you take the sun? because it's pouring down rain. It is horrible
Was
in LA right now. So people messaging me like, "You son of a bitch, come back, bring the sun."
That's great.
Did you get the sun? Did they came with full box and papers?
The sun? Yeah, no, I left the box and papers. I was in the hurry. I saw the sun was there, and I was like thinking, I gotta take something from from LA to remember it by. So I was like, I'll just take the sun. KC Aquatics.
Hey.
Got a bit of an echo there.
Oops, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're good.
All right.
Good. Let me see.
Now
Let
it's
me put the
good?
full screen.
All right. Hey, hi guys. Just a quick one before I go and walk with my dogs. So my latest
Rolex.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. It's a Batman. It's a Batman.
No, it's a Daytona.
Oh!
It is.
I knew it. I could smell it. Yes, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. So this is the Bat Girl but with the oyster flex. So it's a Batman.
Oyster bracelet.
Yep.
Hey.
That was my dream watch, actually.
Congratulations, man.
Hey,
What
thanks,
a
man.
winner. This is at retail. You got this at retail, right?
No. I got this secondary market. I'm waiting for another watch at retail. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's another watch coming next month. Yep.
What
so
was
that
the price tag? Did you get a good deal on it?
A little bit echo.
Yeah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I traded in my the neo vintage Pepsi, and then I changed it for this. Yeah.
Wow. So the Pepsi is gone.
Yeah, the Pepsi is gone. Had a very good price for that though.
Oh, okay.
So,
If you
yeah.
had really good price, I mean,
Yeah.
the vintage, neo vintage Pepsis, all the vintage Rolexes, you have to be very careful
Echo,
with it.
echo,
You can't just
echo.
treat it as a beater. It is a bit of an echo, but Paul Rada says, Tim, please rest and do not stop. You are the best. Love the work and nice to meet you at BQ Watches. Your show and AC the best. Paul Rada, thank you so much for your support. I try my best. I still have a lot to fix up. This thing is like an old car. It's just the show. I just need to keep fixing. I was away from the show. It kind of deteriorated a little bit because, there was no way for me to maintain it. You don't maintain the show, it's gonna break down. You need to change the oil. You need to change the right. You need to change the hose. You need to change all
Maintenance.
You need to
Of course,
clean. Yeah, maintenance. You have to maintain it. You can't just, you have to stroke. You have to talk to your co-host. You have to, talk to, everything. Everyone it's difficult. It's hard. I think people underestimate how hard I'm working.
It's your shtick,
Hopefully.
man. It's your shtick.
Oh man. Hopefully though, that you guys enjoyed a little bit of that LA, that I was able to bring you for that LA, give you a slice of that LA experience, because
Look,
yeah,
we've been with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been with you. We've been with cars in the car. We've been we've been in the bar. We drink the same whiskey. We smoke the same cigars. We've been with you. We live your life, man. I mean, this is what most of us enjoy about your show. I've been to London already. I've been to Korea already. Like I said before, this is what you provide us. This is what we enjoy. There is a lot of us in a bit less fortunate situation that we stuck and we cannot go travel and we cannot do shit, and we enjoying to somehow travel. So you're doing that for us. This is amazing. And for everyone that's watching this and want the team to continue, because these things are not cheap, please give help him
Financial
out to
disaster,
continue doing
Marcelo.
this stuff.
Yeah,
Financial
super chat.
disaster.
Yeah,
Guys,
let's give some support for our boy here. I mean, he needs it.
guys, thank you so much for watching. I really
And please subscribe to
appreciate
my
Marcelo.
channel.
Thank you
Also.
for jumping on. Frozen Yokaner, KC, and David. Guys, bear with me. I'm doing my best, and help me out if you have some ideas. Help me out.
All right.
Write
we'll
me an
catch you at
email.
the next one.
I'll see you guys later.
You still here?